Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So finally today Palantir is substantially up, and that's after yesterday where Palantir was also 10% up. So naturally we start asking the question, have we reached the bottom? So I'm going to humbly try to answer this question, and if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe. And if you want to support this channel and get part of my evaluations, then check out the Patreon link, which is the first thing in the description box. So let's get to the video. So I'm not gonna lie guys, being a Palantir bull has been very hard lately. I mean, okay, it's been hard to be around the stock market lately. So we are not alone in this. These are the arrows when I started buying into Palantir, and I consider myself very lucky because on dollar cost average, I was maybe 20% down on the position. And I know of a lot of people who is 50, 60, 70% down, not even just on Palantir, like on their whole portfolio. I mean, just look at Tom Nash or Jeremy from Financial Education. So, but it has still been very, very hard. When I bought here, I said that I don't believe that this is the bottom when, maybe the stock price was here or somewhere, because I said that the Fed might raise interest rates by 50 points. You know, the Russia-Ukraine is not solved, inflation is not solved, and boy, I called it. But I must admit, I never thought that the price would go this low, and it was tough. It was tough. However, it's very interesting because I believe that when a few days ago when the prices started going very, very low, we started to get really once in a 10-year opportunities because prices started to get crazy stupid. I mean, how crazy stupid? I have a few examples here for you, which are going to be shocking. So for example, Rivian. So this company is currently trading at a 23 billion market cap, and they are substantially up. I believe more than 20% up the last 2 days. So that means, I'm just going to calculate it here, that I take away 20% from their market cap. They were at an 18.8 billion market cap. So why is that so crazy, you might ask? Well, it's because this company used to be valued at $100 billion before, which was insane. And they have fantastic backers like Amazon and Ford. And if you look at their balance sheet, they have $18 billion on their bank accounts. They have basically no debt. I mean, they have some bills to pay on maybe max 1 billion. So that essentially means that the company was valued at zero. I mean, okay, maybe one point something billion, right? So if it would have gone lower, if it would have had another 10% minus day, you could have bought the company, liquidate them, and made your money. That's how freaking stupid the valuation got. Another example is Coinbase. They are an online crypto broker, similar, like they are up 22% just today. I believe that they were already up yesterday. And if you take the 20% away from the PE ratio, they were trading at a PE of 3 point something. This is a company that, it's not that bad of a company. This price was crazy stupid. And the next stop that I'm going to show you is Palantir, because $6 is just pure stupid. How stupid? This is the table that you can find in our Patreon. And this is my pessimistic calculation, at least up to 2025. I'm counting with a 25% free cash flow operating margin, which I believe is highly pessimistic. They can do better than this. I'm calculating with a 30% growth every year, which they are basically guiding for. And I'm calculating with a 3% share dilution. And I'm counting with more shares than they currently have, and their share dilution. So big misunderstanding on Palantir is that they made a decision at one point to dilute the shares, and then those shares are being basically made available to employees, but they're not further being diluted. And they even called this out on the conference call when people asked, like, when are they going to stop diluting shareholders? And then the CFO or whoever answered this question said that actually the total outstanding shares even shrank from Q4 to Q1. So again, this is also a very, very pessimistic calculation. And this supposes that the stock price is going to be $27 in 2025. And we are halfway through 2022. So, and this calculation counts with the full year of 2022. So it's even better than it seems. And basically, this would give you a compounded annual return of 42% if you bought the stock at the low, which was even, I think it was $6.44 was the low, right? So the $6.50 price would give you a 42% compounded annual return for the next 4 years to come, which is nuts. That's how crazy low the prices have gotten. So now we all ask ourselves, is this the end of us being Palantir bag holders? And the truth is, I don't know, and no one can call the bottom, but I do want to share something with you which I've heard from a lot of places, seen with my own eyes. And if you, for example, many people say that as the market goes more and more risk off, it's the riskiest assets and the growth stocks that start falling first. And in this cycle, look at what happened. Basically, all the growth stocks have their peak at around 2021. So they have been falling since 2021. 11 months into them not doing good, the S&P 500 and the overall stock market started to fall really big. And I believe that Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, and a lot of the big dogs were holding out quite well until the recent month, And the last few weeks, it's just been where everything has been falling. And it would be very logical that as the market goes more and more risk on, people are still selling the likes of Apple and Microsoft and Netflix, and they would start going into slowly the growth stocks again. So it's very likely that we have seen the bottom of Palantir, but it can go lower. But the valuations are so stupid. And look, I'm with you on this one. I was myself very emotional. I invest with my dad, and he would like to retire in 5 to 7 years. And, when the stock prices go down, none of us are immune to this. I was also questioning, did I really think this correctly? I started doubting myself, and I have to keep going back to the research. When you're in investing, you have to not care about your emotions, and it's only the data. What does the data tell you? My data was telling me that this price and this level was crazy undervalued, and we got a very big bounce back. And actually, I got a call from my dad today that he wants to invest more money in Palantir, which very much shocked me because I thought that he would be very careful, and he has been someone in the past who was careful and made a lot of investment mistakes. And, he bought with the hype, and then, he sold at the bottom when he was really scared. And I think he really vowed not to make those mistakes. So because of him, I really hope that we are going to see Palantir at, below 7 again, because that price is just an absolute dream price. And look, what causes the market to be so bad is, the inflation raging, that's still happening. The Fed being aggressive, that's still happening. War on Russia, Ukraine, still happening. The supply chain issues, still happening. So no one can tell you when the backholding for Palantir is over. No one knows where the bottom is. There is a chance, or very likely, the growth stocks will bottom way before, maybe possibly months before the other stocks bottom. And this might have been it. And I hope that you used this chance to really dollar cost average down. And thank you for watching. Again, check out the Patreon below if you want to support the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.